Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Hey friends, how are you? Happy Wednesday. I am Sarah and I am here to create with you live. If you are joining me, please say hello, say hi in the comments. Let me know that you're here. Give me that thumbs up if you are enjoying this video, and if you are here watching with me, please say hi. Let me know that you're here. We're going to get started. It is Wednesday, and I'm so excited to create with you guys tonight. I got a good one. I have a really good one. I've been hanging on to this one for quite some time, and you guys have been asking for it. And tonight's the night. Tonight is the night. We are going to woodburn. Hopefully that word doesn't get suppressed. I've got some crazy stories about that, about the suppression of the words that were used in the creation of this event. Anyway, it's all good. I'm going to show you how easy it is to create using my chalk transfers and some burning gel, which I'm going to talk to you about in a second, and my heat gun. And we're going to have an amazing project when we're finished. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Chloe. Come on in. If you're new and you're just watching for the first time, stick around. This one's going to be fun. I'm going to show you how we're going to create an amazing project in just a matter of minutes. It's going to be beautiful. And don't hesitate to say hi. Drop us a comment and let me know that you're here and you're here for the first time. We love it when there's new people here. So come on in. Let's go. So I have a couple of different boards, and I have a couple of different transfers. So hopefully you guys can help me to decide. Greg has been hard at work making some new blanks for us. So we have two different cutting board sizes. I did not bring my measuring tape out, and I can't remember. This one's about 5 by 7. This one's about 8 by 12. And I can get exact measurements when I put them in the shop. But these are super fun to create on, and they make a really fabulous gift. So that is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to use some transfers, which I have a bunch here. Hopefully I can get some help in deciding. And we're going to use this gel, and we're going to burn. We're going to burn this wood as simple and as easy as it is. You don't need any special tools. You don't have to have a steady hand or be creative. I'm going to show you how easy it is. Hello there, Wendy. Thanks so much for being here. So I'm going to drop you so you can see, and I'm going to need some input tonight. So hopefully you guys can help me to decide. I'll drop you down so you can see what I'm doing down here. And then hopefully it won't be quite so autofocusy tonight. It's hard to say. Move that out of the way. So I have a couple of different transfers. This transfer is actually the house cutouts. Hello, Lana. Thanks for sprinkling, hon. I appreciate you. This is the transfer that goes with the house cutouts. And part of the reason I chose this, not this one, all of these, part of the reason I chose this tonight to create with, one is because it's fitting for the project, but two, this one is actually going to disappear at the end of the month. And I love it so much. So are the houses. This shaped house is disappearing, and so are these transfers that go with it. So I thought I would showcase this and give you the opportunity to snag it before it disappears. So I'm going to put it in the description after this airs. I will go back in and edit the description with a cart link so you can go directly to it and snag it if you like. It comes with all of these pieces, and actually it comes with a little window and a little door, which I just left in the other room. I didn't bring them out here, but there's tons of pieces that go with this. And these houses from this transfer you can, this is the size of the house. So if you like wood cutouts, this is definitely a good one to have. But part of the reason I need your help is because I'm not entirely sold on what it is I'm going to put on this cutting board. So I'm going to do the small one today. I'm going to leave the big one for a different day. But what I was contemplating, and I'd love your input, is a couple of different things. Yeah, I know. Super exciting, right, Lana? I love this. I am considering putting the vines on or putting the cross hatches on. I'm not entirely certain which one to do. And I will fill, I'll put an imaginary line here with tape, and I will fill this whole space with this pattern. So that's one option. And then putting either Home Sweet Home or Family over top. So doing both. I think that this one and this one are a bit busy for my liking. The other option is just to do all by itself. Love Makes Our House a Home or Home Sweet Home. Do them by themselves. That's an option. And then the other thing I was considering was, I love this heart. This is a heart from the heart cutout patterns, which is retired. It's gone, unfortunately. But I was considering putting this heart on in one side and putting the word family on the other side. I do too, Lana. I love that saying, love makes our house a home. I do too. So I would love your input. If you see any of these that you think would be fabulous, I think any of it's going to look great. But if you have one that you're super passionate about and you want to see me create it, just drop it in the comments. All by itself. Love Makes Our House a Home, you think, Brandy? Lana says the same thing. She likes that one too. Ooh, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. If you're enjoying the video, please hit the thumbs up button. I haven't drank enough water today and I am thirsty. Yeah, you might be right. Just to do this all plain by itself might be a good idea. And leave out these patterns. Sometimes busy is too busy. Hello, Danielle. Thanks for being here. You are right on time. We are deciding what we're going to put on this cutting board. Only we are going to wood burn tonight. We are not chalking. So I'm excited to show this to you. So we got a couple of options laid out here for us. If you see anything that catches your eye, please feel free to make a suggestion. Otherwise, I'm going to jump right in and I'm going to do this one. This heart and family, Lana, like this one by itself, right? I like this too. I do. Ooh, and add the little heart next to it. That's a good idea too. So you could do it up here or you could do it beside. There's so many choices. It's so many choices. I know. Awesome. Well, while I'm pondering that decision, I want to talk to you about this gel. So that's what you meant? Nice. Love Makes Our House a Home. Love Makes Our House a Home. And this heart. That's what you guys are thinking. I think you're all in agreement. Holy smokes. Is Jamie Gordon on here tonight? She's usually the one who makes you all agree. So this is a homemade gel that I make up for burning. And this is not my idea. This was shared with me by another designer who has tried this. And since then, I do believe that you can get what's called a torch gel available in a couple of different places. I will see if I can locate it for you. I have never used it though, so I don't always like to recommend things that I haven't actually used myself. So I will see if I can find it and I will link it in the comments or in the description. But this I have used, and I have used successfully lots of times. So I make this myself. And at the end of tonight's video, I'm going to tell you how you can get your hands on some of this and the recipe. So these are the ingredients that I use. And I get the ingredients off of Amazon. I will get you the links. So I'm using ammonium chloride, and this is a powder. And this whole big container, oh, it's white, you can't see. It's full. Yes, Brandy has used the gel and quite liked it. And then I use this product called Thicken Up, which I can get at a local pharmacy, or you can get it off of Amazon. So both of these things, I will put the links for you in the description afterwards. And so it is a recipe of these two ingredients, and then warm water. And I add some food coloring, just regular old food coloring that you can pick up at the grocery store, just so that I can see it. Because when you put the gel on, if you made it with just those ingredients, it would be clear, and it would be harder to see on your wood board. So I add the food coloring so I can see it on the board, but it doesn't change the wood. It doesn't change the wood. It doesn't stain at all. Oh, awesome, Danielle. Then you know exactly what I'm doing. That's fabulous. This is one of my favorite things to do. And it really elevates your pieces, and you can use your transfers, which I absolutely love. I'm going to place this one bottom right because I like to offset things. And that way I'll have room for the heart over here. And I'm going to use it with my transfer. So I'm going to do exactly what I would do as if I were using chalk. So just use these transfers to get them nice and stuck. Yes, Danielle, you can totally use your transfers. It does not affect your transfers at all. And it doesn't damage them or anything. So it's fabulous. Now, the one thing I will say I have noticed with this gel is that it doesn't keep very well. So you noticed I just took a big chunk of it, a big hunk, and I'm just going to spread it on all over my transfer. You can see it is like goopy. It's kind of fun to play with, but it's not harmful to you. If you get it on your fingers or anything like that, you don't have to worry about it. Thank you, Lana. I don't know why poor Annette has such a hard time with YouTube. Thank you, though, for watching my VIP and helping out. You guys are amazing. I appreciate that. I can't do that and this at the same time. So I go over it a lot. Like I get a fair amount on here. Because my heat gun is going to react. The heat from my heat gun is going to react with this chemical. So I want lots on here. I want it to be well covered. I want there to be lots of that gel on my piece through my silk screen. So once I have enough and I think that it's good, I just pick up the excess and I put it back in. But I will say that it does not seem to keep really well. I have noticed I've made it before and it's actually gone moldy. So just keep that in mind. Don't mix up a huge batch if you're not going to make a couple of projects. So same way, I'm going to peel this off. Hey, Laura, no worries. I'm so glad that you're here. You're here for the good part. So I can see that I'm actually going to, I don't think I have very good coverage down here. And normally I can see pretty well. I'm going to try and get a little bit more gel on that bottom part that just didn't look like there was a ton through the silk screen. So I want lots of gel on there because that's what's going to react with the heat. Get it all, and then lift it off and put it in the back in the container. There, that looks better. So you can see, I can see on camera, so I can know that you guys can see as well, where my blue gel paste has come through. And now I'm just going to do my heart as well because I'm not worried about this drying. It's fine. I just want to get my heart on here as well, so that I'm actually going to put it down here at the bottom, and I'm going to sort of tilt it sideways. And that way, if I decide to put embellishments on the top, I don't have to worry about it being, I don't have to worry about the embellishments covering what I'm doing with this lovely design. So same thing, get all that gel on there, zip, zip, zip. And I just go over it a couple of times just to make sure that I've got really good coverage and that it's sort of absorbed through the silk screen and into the wood. And I do not have to worry about my transfers. They'll be fine until I can get to the sink and wash them. Yeah, Lana, I am going to make a post. So there is a post that's going to automatically load. I will check and make sure that it actually happens. So two things are going to happen. You're going to be able to win this gelled for Win It Wednesday. You guys, it's Win It Wednesday. So you're going to be able to win either a gel in its form if you're local to me. If you're not local and I have to mail it, I'm going to send you just the ingredients and the recipe so that you can make your own, because it's a lot easier to mail the ingredients than it is to mail a container of gel. So that's what we're going to do. So that's it. I'll show you. I'll get into more detail on that in just a second. So you can see my gel is on my wood piece. And so now the next step is to just use my heat gun. So I'm going to slide this over a little bit closer to the window so that just in case, you know, I just want to be a little closer to the window. I'm going to move the camera just ever so carefully. I'll try not to jostle you around, but here we go. We're coming down here. There, that's better. And I'm going to just crack this window open. Whew. It's chilly. What a perfect night to be doing this. So I'm going to use my heat gun. And this is an actual heat gun. So this is, you can see the brand. And I'm going to turn it on. And you're going to see the magic happen. It does take a second. And you can see approximately how far away from the wood I am. Maybe I'll start over here. We'll look and see. I did remember to take the batteries out of the smoke detector tonight, so. But I am right beside a window, just so you know. I'm going to lift that up so I'm off of that tablecloth. You see how amazing that is? So when you can hold it and go as dark as you like, you can smell it now. You can see my breath. Closed my eyes for a second and you fell asleep. Oh my goodness, Kristen, I'm glad you woke up. You woke up right at the perfect time. It is very cool, Laura. You are absolutely right. I love this. I'm so glad that I found this. And it doesn't take hardly any time at all. I do like the smell too. Kind of reminds me of campfire. I like to just make sure that all of it looks even, and so there's no spots that are just like if I was chalking, right? I want to make sure that I've got really good coverage. So just use your heat gun to make sure that all of it is a similar color. There we go. And that is that. How easy is that? I know, it's so much fun. So much fun and easy. Like that took seconds. Doesn't it look? Hey, Teresa, I didn't even see you pop in. So a couple of things to keep in mind. One, you do have to be careful, right? This is a heat gun. It is hot, and it burns. So you need to be careful of your hands. You need to be careful of what's around you. You need to be careful of kids and all of those things. Just be cautious because you can get too close to the wood and you can start it on fire. So just be careful. I'm gonna leave that window open for another second or two to discover. I can smell the wood, so I just want that gone out of the house, and then I'll close the window. But it looks amazing. So now you have a couple of options in terms of finishing this. This is, should probably test it before I run my hand over it. We don't need another comedy show tonight, right? It's warm to the touch, but not hot for sure. So, and it doesn't raise, right? It's still entirely smooth. So you can finish this. You can put, you could just put a poly finish on it. You could put mineral oils. You could do, there's all sorts of different ways to finish it. You're always up for a laugh. I know you are. I gotta close this. It's cold. It is freezing cold outside. Brr. Oh, yeah, great question. Sorry, I was reading the questions. Danielle, that's an awesome question. You absolutely can do this. There's no minimum thickness at all because it's not, you see, like it's not burning through. It's not even raised. What's happening is the gel reacts to the heat. So it only burns where that gel was, which is why it's so important that you make sure you've got really good coverage with your gel on your board. And if you like, you can sort of see that there is this portion of the wood is a little bit darker than this portion. So I could go ahead with my heat gun and just go over the entire surface of wood so that it all becomes this shade. That's actually probably what I will do. Do that now. Well, I got you guys here. Open this window again. Let's do it together so you can see what I mean. There's no gel here. I want all of the wood to look uniform, and I don't want it to be dark in one spot and not in another. So I'm just going to hit it with the heat so it looks consistent. Now, you see where my thumb and finger are? They are starting to get warm. So just keep in mind, if you get yourself a heat gun, you do have to be careful. You can totally burn yourself. But this is a way easier than using a traditional wood burning tool where you have to have a steady hand and you have to follow a straight line. Those are not my Not my strengths. Brandy's tried her hand at it and she did a fabulous job, but not so much for me. It just changes the character of the wood by hitting the heat to it. It's not burning it because I'm not holding it there long enough and because there's no gel for it to react with. But it definitely changes the way the wood looks. I'm going to switch ends. Yeah, there's definitely advantages to both. Using both the tool and the gel for sure. There, I think that looks a little bit better. Burr. Burr, 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 burr. All right, I'm just gonna grab some ribbon. I'll be right back because I forgot to grab it and I want to finish this for you. So I have this. Oh, she's watching through the link but can't comment. Thank you, Annette. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong. This is the ribbon that I had chosen, but I didn't realize it was single-sided, so I might not like this. We'll see. I was wanting to go completely black and white. So this is just simple. And I think that this would make a fabulous housewarming gift or a wedding gift or a birth. Like it really would make any kind of gift. But I want to finish it off. It feels a little blank on the top, and I'm considering actually going here, just up near the top. You can do whatever you wanted to do with this, honestly. And I'll probably hot glue a little bit so that it stays put. You see a lot of decoration up here. I think I'm going to put mine down here. I think I like it down here. But I am going to hold this tight because this is single-sided ribbon. I have to just change the way I was going to do the little bow. So I'm going to grab the hot glue gun and turn it on, and then I'm going to tell you all about how you do Win It Wednesday. So today is Wednesday, and it's Win It Wednesday. You guys know this is something new we started in January, and I'm going to bring you up so you can see my face. Ooh, sorry. The laptop's way over there, so I just want to make sure that I've got you headed in the right direction. So Win It Wednesday is something that we do every Wednesday. There is a task involved. There's no purchasing involved, but there is a task involved. And if you complete the task, then you go in the draw for the prize. And this week's task is two parts. The post with the instructions and the links is in our Facebook group. And if you are watching me on YouTube and you're not a member of my Facebook group, the link to get to that group is down in the description box. So come on over there and find. I will also leave the instructions in the description box here so that you can simply and easily follow the instructions. But it is two parts. One, I need you to subscribe to the newsletter. And if you're already subscribed, yay! Thank you. But our very first newsletter is coming out on February the 1st. And the newsletter is going to be the first place that I put information. So sales, catalogs, retreat information, recipes, there's going to be design information, there's going to be all sorts of things. And it's not something that's going to come out every day. I not got time for that. And it's not something that I'm going to spam you with. So, and there's always an option to unsubscribe, but Canadian law is that you have to actually subscribe to a newsletter. So I can't just randomly send it to you, even if I have your email address. So you need to go and you need to sign up. So that's step one. Step two is you need to go to my website and I need you to screenshot your very top wish list item. Easy. You don't have to buy it. You just have to screenshot it and come back and comment, and I will make sure to get you in the draw. And I think there's going to be 2 draws tomorrow. If you get both of those steps done, that's a lot of work. So I think you deserve a bigger prize. I cannot talk to you about what the prize is publicly. That can only be done in my private VIP group. So if you are interested in winning the prize, you need to be in the VIP group. And the link for that is down below in the description. So. Greg's topping in the comments. Thicker and bigger piece of wood will take more heat from. Oh yeah. Yeah. So we did talk about this. I'm waiting for glue to warm up. We did talk about this yesterday. Whenever you put heat to your wood, you do run the risk of it cracking because you are drastically changing the temperature of the wood. And also subsequently, you could be removing moisture rather quickly. So you do run the risk of your wood cracking. And so Greg's point there is the thicker the piece of wood, the less likely it is to crack. So Danielle, your question about the rounds, you do run the risk of it cracking. I would suggest that you stay away from knots and that you stay away from the edge so that you don't increase that risk of your wood cracking. But unfortunately, when we're working with wood, we do run that risk of that happening. So thanks, Greg, for pointing that out for us. We had talked about that earlier, and I said I was going to share that point, and I forgot. So I'm glad he's watching. So your Win It Wednesday task will be clarified both in the description here and over on the Facebook group. And the prize description will be in the VIP group. I have to be very careful to follow all of the rules and not get myself into trouble. I'm allowed to give away prizes, but I'm just not allowed to do that publicly. So as much as I appreciate you all coming here and following me and watching tonight's video and commenting and liking, I see all those thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. I want to make sure that you know the prize is going to be over in the VIP group. That's where you'll find that information. So I don't want to tick off anybody. So I'm following the rules. So I'm going to tilt you back down so you can see what's going on. And I'm just going to do the embellishment here. So if you haven't already and you are liking this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so that you can get all sorts of great info as it comes out. I'm trying to do more videos here. I have a little bit more freedom here. I can do longer videos and I can do more educational content. So if you are enjoying it, please subscribe and give me that thumbs up. So I'm just tying a knot, one single knot, and I just put a dab of glue underneath it just to hold it. Hot glue is your friend when it comes to tying bows and things, and especially because this is not wired ribbon and it's one-sided. I got both those things going against me tonight. So I just need that little dab of glue that's going to hold that nice and snug. And I might actually put another dab over here so that it stays flat because only one side has got glue on it right now. especially if you're going to give this as away as a gift. A little bit of an embellishment here is a great idea. And don't be intimidated by bows and things. Honestly, I had to teach myself. I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials in order to teach myself to do some of these things. Just practice. Don't be afraid to just give it a shot and practice. And do whatever you need to do in order to make it be successful. Trim and hot glue. That's what you can always do that. All right, so this is now staying put. I don't have to stress about this coming undone. That's helpful. So I like to do this little simple bow where I take, I don't know, it reminds me of like how you taught your kids to tie their shoes. Like do 2 bunny ears and then I just cross them and bring them through. That way my ribbon stays entirely front facing and I don't have to worry about getting the wrong side of the ribbon. So I'm just going to follow it around and twist it about as it needs to be twisted. See, I turned it inside out. I always manage to do that. There we go. And again, because you got the glue gun going, you can use it to your advantage and get it to help you. Now, I like to tie it tight, like pull my loops tight and then adjust. Snag and pull and crimp, whatever you want to call it. So, and I will likely put another little dab of glue because no matter what you do, your ribbon is always going to end up twisted. But I don't want a big bow. I just want a little subtle bow right here. So I'll help it so that it is all going in the same direction. And I'll hold it up for you so you can see what I mean. There we go. So you can see that. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue so that it's going in the right direction. Oh, the hot glue gun. Yeah. Home Depot definitely is an option. They sell this brand of tools. I can't say for certain where mine came from because mine was a gift. So, but I love it and I won't be without it. All right. So I'm going to go back in here with a little bit more glue on the back side. And I'm just doing little tiny dabs to get my ribbon to stay put and go in the right direction. I like black and white for this kind of thing. It's nice and simple. If you're going to give this as a gift, a wedding gift, or whatever kind of gift you want to give it, so black and white is just, you don't have to worry about what their color scheme is in their kitchen or in their home because black and white goes with everything. So it's definitely a good one to do. So I put glue on the bottom ribbon and then I put another dab of glue on the inside of the loop so that they would both stay in the same direction. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this tail, only I'm not going to glue it tight. I'm going to give it a little bit of movement. So put a little dab there. Get my first piece stuck. Didn't bring out my silicone thumb protector either. Got a little extra glue there. I'll trim that off after. And then, thank you, Lena. This ribbon, I'll have to think about that. I'll go look at the package and it might tell me where I got this one. But Danielle, I have lots. So if you have, if there's a project you want to do, then I can just lend you some or give you some. Sorry, not lend, give. I'm going to, I always cut these little things in the wrong direction every time. I did it right that time. So I'm just going to pull this up here and I'm going to put another little dab of glue so that I'm in complete control where this ribbon is going. And I can give it, I can fold it and make it look like there's a little bit of movement. But you can't see that there's glue there. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to leave my tail. I'm going to start with my bottom loop, a little tiny dab of glue. I will say with these glue guns, you do have to get used to the amount of pressure that's required. Because I used to be trigger happy and get too much glue coming out. So now my bottom loop is stuck. And I'm going to put another little dab of glue inside the first loop so that the second one stays standing up a little bit. It seems like a lot of fussing, but then I know that it's always going to look really nice. And I don't have to worry about the fact that it might turn inside out or go the wrong direction. It's stuck and it's going to do exactly what I want it to do. And even though I've put the ribbon on here, if I want to put a finish on here, I could still do that. I'll just go around the ribbon. I'm not worried about that. Cut my little dovetail. And the same thing. I'm just going to do a little dab right here. And stuck. And there you have it. Your little ribbon embellishment. You're welcome, Danielle. Thanks so much, guys. So that turned out really well. And you could do that however you like. Fiddle and fuss. But honestly, ribbons used to stress me out so much, and bows. I used to get so worried about it. And that it wasn't going to look right. And honestly, it's just been a little bit of practice. And every time I come on here with you guys, I practice a new way of doing it. And they work out. You just got to play with it. Don't stress out about it. In honor of Bell Let's Talk Day, and where everyone's mental health is important, being creative is a excellent outlet for your mental health. And I'm so glad that you guys come here. It's a great outlet for my mental health. And I know it's an outlet for your mental health. So many of you have told me your stories, and that coming here and watching me create night after night is a really positive aspect of your day. So I'm honored to be able to do that for you. And I'm so glad that you have this outlet for your mental health. So keep coming and watching me. And if ever you need to chat, just reach out. I'm here to chat with anybody who needs to chat. So there you have it. That's a cute little do. You've yet to tackle ribbons. Oh, you just need to do it. Thanks so much, Wendy. So these are awesome. So we are going to have these blanks in our store. I'm super excited about that. For now, 2 sizes. There might be more. Who knows? But for now, these will be available in our store. So if you need a cutting board like this, these are decorative. I will say they're not intended. This is softwood, so it's not intended to be used. It is intended to be decorative. I would think that if you put a finish on this and you had the bigger one, you wanted to use it for charcuterie, just for decoration, and put, meats and cheese and stuff on it as a decoration, you could do that, but they aren't intended to be used as cutting boards. But yeah, we're excited to be able to have these and offer these as well. They make a great, fabulous project gift. Fun, fun, fun. So you wish you were closer. You know what, Brandy? I think we should investigate shipping because I don't actually know what it would be. So I'm willing to look into it for you. So Win It Wednesday, go and look for that post in the group or in the description down below. And tomorrow I will draw for that. The draw, however, is not going to happen live. It's going to be pre-recorded because at my normal time tomorrow night, you will see a pre-recorded video just like you did last night, because I will be live in another group with my club members. So if you are a club member or you're on the fence, you still have time to become a club member because tomorrow night is our live crafting by invitation only event. And it's not just me, it is other colleagues of mine, their groups as well. We're coming together as a large group and we're going to craft together using our club transfer. Or whatever you want. If you don't want to create with that transfer, you don't have to. If you want to just come and watch and leave your camera off, you can do that too. No pressure. And it's just a fun crafting night. There's going to be prizes and lots of fun. So that's where I will be tomorrow night with my club members. If you are interested in joining the club, put that in the comments. I will connect with you tonight. You still have time to join and be part of that event. You won't have your transfer, but you can still join us and have a chance at winning those prizes. So Win It Wednesday draw will happen in a pre-recorded video. So go and get signed up for the newsletter and screenshot me your favorite product and you'll have a chance at winning 2 prizes tomorrow night. One of which is definitely some of this gel. Anyway, I'm not supposed to say that, but it is what it is. And the newsletter is almost done and will be out on February the 1st. And that is where the catalog will be. Hint, hint. The recipe for this wood burning gel will be there, and so will the catalog. So if you're not registered or subscribed to get that newsletter, you're not going to get it until a couple days later. So if you want the first peek at that catalog, you need to subscribe to the newsletter. Anyway, that's enough talking for me tonight. I will be sure to come back to all of those comments that I have missed and will reply to them, especially if there's any questions. If you are watching this on replay, thanks so much for being here. Make sure you leave your comments. I will try and come back to each and every one of them and answer your questions. All of the details are in the description down below. If you want to connect with me, if you want to build a project, book a workshop, join my team, any of those things, you know where to find me. All those details are in the description. Thanks for being here. Have a fabulous Wednesday, the rest of the Wednesday, and I will see you live again right here on Friday night with another project. Take care, everybody. Stay safe, be well, and thanks again for being here. Bye.